Hello everyone. I'm here today to address the issue of innocent children, the victims of aggression. It is a sad reality that in situations where armed conflict breaks out, it is the most vulnerable members of societies, namely children, who are most affected by the consequences of war. The six most common violations are recruitment and the use of children in war, killing, sexual violence, abduction, attacks on schools and hospitals, and denial of humanitarian access. Following on the groundbreaking Garka Marshall report, which drew global attention to the devastating impact of armed conflict on children, in 1997 the General Assembly adopted 5177 resolution on the rights of the child. It was a landmark development in efforts to improve the protection of children in conflict situations. This signaled the start of a new consensus among member states on the need of dedicated attention, advocacy, and coordinated effort by the international community to address the vulnerabilities and violations faced by children in conflict related situations. Violence cuts across all social, cultural, religious, and ethnic lines. Violence and abuse against children may take place anywhere at home, school, or the streets. Many children of abusers are scared of the abuser and will often exhibit effects such as acting out, problems at school, and many other symptoms. In addition to being traumatized, these children are much more likely to be abusive in their own relationships when they grow older, as that is what they have had modeled to them by their parents. The purpose of International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression is to acknowledge the pain and suffering by the children throughout the world who are victims of physical, mental, and emotional abuse. This day affirms the UN's commitments to protect the rights of the children. Its work is guided by the Convention on the Rights of the Child, the most rapidly and widely ratified international human rights treaty in the history. In recent years, the number of violations perpetrated against children have, in many conflict zones, increased. More needs to be done to protect the 250 million children living in countries and regions affected by conflict. More must be done to protect the children from targeting by violent extremists, to promote international humanitarian and human rights laws, and to ensure accountability for violations of the rights of children. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development provides us with the universal masterplan to secure a better future for all children. The new agenda includes, for the very first time, a specific target to end all forms of violence against children, and ending the abuse, neglect, and exploitation of children is mainstreamed across several other violence related targets. Thank you.